There we go. All right, there we go. Right, here we go. Right. Oop, 1 second. Oop, 1 second. Audio loop going. All right. Okay, so some time has passed since the last time I've streamed. Let me get rid of these bars. There's some way to do that. Just installed this. I don't actually know how this one works. Good. Okay. Really rather that fade out while I'm not in combat. Lock. Whatever. There's a couple of more add-ons that go with it. Panel, I think it's called, will show threat and other such things on the nameplates. I don't have that installed yet. I just downloaded it. I'll worry about that later. And then also we got Luna frames, so I can replace these with something a little easier to read. Okay. So yesterday we did Ragefire Chasm and Wailing Caverns. Got our gear fine, got some shoulders, got the staff. Which, once I get a decent one-hander, I'll probably switch back to a one-hander and a shield. Again, I like being able to block, and I did spec into that after all. But if I'm in a group and I'm filling a role of DPS, I'll probably just keep the staff on me for that. I have another map add-on I need to activate and play with. I think it'll replace that one and the world map. I just haven't got around to it yet. And today, we really didn't have much that we intended to do. Kind of want to work on our secondaries. Our herbalism is a little low still. Our fishing is really low. We need to get that kind of caught up. And that actually might be high enough to train. Let's see if I can do that here. Doing okay on gold, but each level is, sucking more out of us.
To speak? We shall meet again.
See what this guy wants. Oh, that's a cloth quartermaster. Never mind. Donation of wool. No, we're trying to save our wool. We don't even have. We've only found 5. I'm actually going to throw that in the bank as well. I was saving it for... Well, no one has money really to be buying stuff. So I was going to save it for an alt. But I didn't have any alts that were going to wear leather. Well, I'll be making a hunter eventually, so let me throw that in there. I was going to say I'll put it on my warrior. Either way, it's fine. Your warriors don't have to wear mail.
Peace, friend.
Wear whatever has the best stats. So you have some leather pants there. Those are leather pants, leather boots. Various collection of things. All this in the bank. I'm running out of space in the bank already. I found an 8-slot bag, so I gave one of my 6 slots to a friend.
Farewell.
I need to go farm some wool so I can get... Look at them shoulders. Fancy. I need to go farm some wool so I can get some better bags made. Shaman multi-boxers.
How may I aid you? Goodbye.
As far as quests go, we leveled up quite a bit, and so some of these ended up going green. Which, you know what, I'm okay with that. So those quest chains are kind of a pain in the butt anyway, so the easier they are, the better in my opinion. We have Camp T. So that's up top. So we have the beginnings of the Southern Barrens. Or the middle Barrens, I guess. We still have a couple of Wailing Caverns quests to complete. And that as well. So I may as well travel around the Barrens to collect herbs. I need to do fishing. I'll probably just do that here, actually. Because my skill really isn't high enough to go fish up the deviant delights yet. The deviant fish. I don't know what's needed for that. You know, I'm at 45, maybe I need 50. But I put on the bobble for the extra 25 skill, and even that wasn't good enough, so maybe it's 75. And mud snapper's fine, because I can use that for cooking. Oops. I was listening for a sound, and I just kind of pulled the trigger there when he cast a wild on me. The only problem with this fishing spot is that people will run through the pond periodically. Maybe with 4 of us fishing, they'll avoid it. Yeah, I know fishing is super exciting gameplay to be watching, but, you know, we're just hanging out today. Well, for now, once we get my fishing leveled up a bit, I might go do some more questing. I kind of got ahead of one of my friends. I might hold back a little bit for him. We both intend to be playing a lot this weekend. It's Labor Day in the US, so we have Monday off. Or at least our particular jobs where we have Monday off. So I intend to put in a good amount of time on Saturday, Sunday, and probably Monday as well. I'll stream some of that if I can. I just started using Restream.io to send this to multiple channels. I need to check and make sure everything works still. Twitch seems to be fine. I haven't checked YouTube. I'd also like to add some links into the YouTube description for the different things I'm using. And once again, I have a webcam. It's just not set up yet. I need to get that. I need to get the room situated a little bit better first. The camera would be pointing at some less than organized areas, and I don't really want that on the camera. I have a large wall hanging that I bought at a Renaissance fair a couple of years ago that I might just hang it behind my gaming area. Yeah, it's just a backdrop, you know, nothing fancy. It might be a little too thin. If light comes through it, you'll be able to see through, so that may not work. I also got my final wall art today. I had to special order it, and it's a map of Azeroth during vanilla. And I think the print is like 36 by 45 or something like that. I'm not sure if I'm going to get that framed or if I'm just going to pin it to the wall. I haven't decided yet. I have 2 other pieces that I'd like to get framed and put on the wall first and see how things look. And those pieces, for anyone curious, is from an artist that goes by the name of I'm a Dream Walker. And you can find their art for sale on a website called Society 6, the number 6. And also they have some stuff on DeviantArt. And I'm not really looking at my interface at all, I'm just fishing. I could be counting my skill and seeing what skill I've gotten up to or something like that, but that makes it more tedious. It's kind of like weighing yourself every day to check your weight loss. It just makes it doesn't make you, it makes you feel like you're not really making any progress, so just forget about that and have fun fishing. Or, you know, when you're at work and that last 10 minutes of the day seems to last 2 hours. It's kind of like that. So just forget the number. Unless you know you're really close to needing to train. You don't want to go, max it out and then keep fishing and not gaining anything from it. Aside from the fish. The Whaling Caverns group yesterday was pretty good. We were all kind of low level. I forgot to loot that fish. We were all kind of low level, so it took a long time. We ended up taking almost 3 hours to finish the Whaling Caverns. We had one person quit about 2 hours in. Which I don't blame him, it was taking a long time. And we only had a couple of bad pulls, getting patrols adding in and stuff like that. Some rookie mistakes like pulling things with your body on accident because you didn't see them around a corner. But, that happens. But really it was our level. We were anywhere from level 16 up to 18. At the end of the dungeon, the mobs are level, 21. I think there was a couple that were level 22, so spells were being resisted, attacks were missing. And and we didn't have as much health and mana to work with because of our levels. We had our healer was a shaman. And of course I'm a shaman as well, and if we didn't both have the ability to heal, we would not have made it through that, 'cause we both ran out of mana on a regular basis. And it was also fortunate that we had a mage in the group to basically give us unlimited water so we could afford to spam our heals as much as we needed to. So that was a very long experience. I'm going to go back in there probably 2 or 3 more times, but I definitely want to have a higher level group for that. Excuse me. I didn't really get anything terribly good out of it. I lost the roll on like 3 or 4 different items against the other shaman. He won all of them. But, oh well, it happens. What I did get, finally, at the last boss, I believe, I got the Starsight Tunic, which, nothing great, but I was using a cloth chest that had like +1 spirit or something like that, so massive upgrade, definitely taking that. Doesn't help my offense at all, but obviously stamina for hit points and spirit for regen. That'll make the questing better, and if I need to, do spot heals like that again in a dungeon, I'll be perfectly fine. One thing the other shaman was doing is that it seemed like he was using a lower rank of his heal, and he would spam it basically until he ran out of mana. Because it was doing so little healing, he would just have to keep spamming. And then, when he ran out of mana, that was kind of it. It was on me to keep the tank alive. So, usually in a dungeon situation, unless it's an emergency, I'll wait for the tank to take a lot of damage, so I can use my maximum rank heal, and then just keep auto attacking and let my mana regenerate. More efficient than spamming a short, fast heal. Fast, weak heals are for emergencies. They're not. We're not a paladin where we get a crit and get all of our mana back. It doesn't work like that for shamans. Not at this level for anybody. So you're better off letting your 5-second rule kick in and get some of your mana back based on your spirit. And as you can see, I have a pretty decent amount of spirit. 61. It's my highest stat. So, I get a pretty decent regen. Doesn't say what it is there. But oops. I got a pretty good chunk of regen. I could add it to the Titan bar at the top, which I might do. It's not terribly useful information right now, but maybe later it'll be good. I'll take a look at that after this one, after this fish. Alright, I don't think I have it turned on. Okay. Now I need to go into my add-ons and enable that. I may not even have that folder in there. That's another thing I can look at in a moment. I am curious what my MP5 is, though. I believe there's another add-on. It's Deja character stats or something. I used that in retail, and I think there's a classic version, and it will show a lot more detailed information here. So let's check the Titan. Oh, I wouldn't scroll down for some reason. Titan panel. Yeah, I don't even have the folder in there, so I need to add that. If anyone knows of a working totem timer add-on, let me know, please. I found one, but it doesn't really work the way I'd like it to. It's kind of strange. I was really hoping for some kind of functionality like this where I could click on that and drop down the list of the totems, or mouse over it to get a list of totems and then click on one to deploy it. That would be even better. And then the Luna bars says something about totems, so it might have a totem timer built into the Luna bars. We'll mess with that in a little bit when I think it's safe to log out. Oh, the queues have been good. Ever since they increased the capacity, the queues have been very short if there is one at all. Never understood the Thunder Fury spam in chat. That's so weird. Also, if you happen to watch this later, if you have any good ideas of some kind of run I could do, like maybe the barbarian run, play a warrior with like only leather armor or whatever, however it is, I'd have to look it up to double check, but two-handed weapon, leather armor, no chest piece. I could do something like that. I might do something more like Masters of the Universe run instead, if you guys remember that movie with Dolph Lundgren. Yeah, it looked like he had, it was either really fancy leather shoulders or metal shoulders, but, you know, very little armor otherwise. It'll just be a tiny bit more survivability. And I think the Barbarian run calls for Arms Warrior. I'm not sure why. I would probably go with Fury instead and just use a two-handed weapon still. Yeah, there goes someone jumping through the water. At least he didn't stick around. Alright, I'm not getting skill up, so let me look at that real quick. Fishing. Oh, see, I maxed out my fishing and didn't even notice. So let's go train that real quick, which I think is on this. It might be on that one. I'll just look at the first one. No, it's on the other one. I really like Thunder Bluff. It has a good layout. It's a little irritating sometimes with the different altitudes, but I think it's pretty good overall, especially if you're like a blacksmith, because you can get to the, well, even for a bank alt, this is where I'm going to put my bank alt once I get that character ready, because, and I'll show you here in a second, I'm about to jump back down. Do some cooking on that, but there should be some cooking facilities down here. So this is a good place for your bank alt because you have the bank right there, the mailbox, which is right there in front of it, and then just up the road is the auction house. That's really awesome. You know, you barely have to move at all. You know, it's just barely a shorter distance than Orgrimmar, but you know, it makes a little bit of difference, I guess. For blacksmithing, though, up until you need the specialty blacksmith trainers. You have your supplies, your journeyman, and your expert trainer, and you have the forge and anvil all right here next to the auction house, the bank, and the mailbox. It's awesome. Definitely recommend if you're a blacksmith. Oh yeah, I was gonna cook. And where's the fire? Surprisingly, no fires down here. Fortunate, there's a fire. I'm gonna hop over real quick and look at Pallytime's stream. Apparently he's got some kind of MF Pallytime. Kind of crafting menu? I don't know if he's on Twitch right now. Let's look at there.
Well, that guy. Oh, no.
Let me mute that. That's a strange interface. Oh, that's like the Tuck UI. That's a pretty good one. A little too clean for my liking for classic. Dominoes is already irritating, getting rid of my griffins and stuff. Yeah, I don't know what they're talking about on the crafting. But we'll leave his stream turned on. I'll just drop the quality so it doesn't mess with my bandwidth too much. Okay, we're done cooking. It's fine. And we don't actually need any of that. 43. 243 plus that gives me a buff, so yeah, we're gonna get rid of that. Oh, yeah, I forgot I had that. It's gray anyway. This one we want to save. I think you can learn that one at 100 actually. And the vendor for that is probably in Stonehoof rather than here in the city. So let's skill up a little bit more. Actually, that's pretty good progress, but my herbalism still needs work, so we're probably gonna go running around. The herbalism, I kind of want to wait, get to level 20 and do that long ass Ghost Wolf quest or the Water Totem quest. I want to get Ghost Wolf first, make it easier to get the herbs. A lot easier. Getting them while you're just out questing, no big deal. But if you're specifically out there to farm herbs, having Ghost Wolf is so much better. Not as fast as a mount, obviously, but it's way faster than walking. And I can't remember if it'll let you collect the herbs and go in wolf form in classic or not. We'll find out when we get there. That would be pretty handy. See who's online. He's up to 13. That's cool. Of course, someone named themselves One Samdi. Why wouldn't they? one of the best parts of being on a fresh server is that no one has money and everyone's trying to skill up. So you can get your bags and stuff for cheap. Usually you have bring your materials, maybe give them a tip. You can get decked out pretty easily. It's nice. It's not like a really old server where the community is, you know, pretty usually financially engorged, if you will. Not very many new players, just people making alts, so people charge a lot for bags and other things like that. If I find any blue gear I don't intend to use, I probably won't sell it yet. I'll probably just put it in the bank. Like you see someone down there is trying to sell some blue gear. But I might put it in a bank and just sit on it for a few months, maybe longer, wait for the economy to build itself up so I can get some more out of it. You know, I'm not going to be level 60 anytime soon, so if I can sit on, you know, a good blue and get a few extra gold out of it, it'll make it easier for me to afford my epic mount later on. Which I really hope to get this time. I never did buy an epic mount during vanilla. And, you know, I got by, but it always did kind of suck being the slow one. I was so close to getting the rank 11 PvP mount, but I never could hit rank 11. It was getting close to the end of vanilla. TBC was on the horizon, and people were pushing real hard to get their titles because they were going to go away. You weren't going to be able to earn them anymore, but you could keep them on your character. So people were trying really hard to get the high-ranking titles, and I just couldn't keep up. So never quite got that PvP mount back then. So that's an option this time. I may do that. Trade chat, NFL football starts in 15 minutes, that is all. That's alright, I'm happy with this. I don't dislike watching football or anything like that, but it's just never something that really had my, you know, held my attention very well. That's usually something I'll do with friends or family, just hang out and have it on in the background, watch a little bit. When someone starts talking strategy and stats, I'm lost. I don't know what's going on. One of my friends convinced me to join his fantasy football league one time. It was pretty small. There's maybe 9 or 10 of us. So I joined that. Of course, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't really watch football, and I'm brand new to fantasy football. So we go through the draft. And I basically get leftovers in my roster. I even drafted someone who had planned to retire and wasn't even going to play that season. And then another one that I had drafted was like suspended and wasn't going to be able to play that season. People told me that afterwards. It was still during the draft. People told me that, so I was able to draft some backups, and then during the season I got rid of those guys. Yeah, but it was just funny because I was brand new to that. Don't know anything about football. Got a weird roster. But it seemed like, you know, beginner's luck type of thing. It almost seemed like I was jinxing everyone else. Because whenever my janky team went up against someone else's team, it seemed like their players weren't as good that week than that, you know, compared to their usual numbers. So I won most of my games. I ended up winning. Ended up winning the league. It was so dumb. And that was the last time I did it. And I mean, it was mildly entertaining, but it's just not my thing. And I skipped a fish again on accident. That's dumb. I needed that one too. So apparently the thing with Baron's chat isn't Chuck Norris anymore, even though people still bring that name up. But instead it's Keanu Reeves. And why not? He is super popular right now. Especially in the gaming community after that cyberpunk thing. Ugh, I did it again. I don't know why I keep doing that. You may notice I have fishing on my 2 slot right now. It does seem pretty silly. But I really don't have any other skills to put down there at the moment. Once I get, you know, chain lightning, that'll probably replace it, and I'll just put that somewhere else. I'll move it when I need it temporarily. But for now, this is convenient. Come on. Alright, let's go cook that and then see if we can make the other fish. I don't remember what it is, the catfish. Also at 125, I think, I can learn the recipe from the crossroads to cook the thunder lizard tails. I always try to get those because those are... You look at each camp, each little town, and a lot of them will have recipes like that for the creatures you're going to be doing quests on anyway, so it's good to pick those up if you have the coin. And I prefer to level the cooking as I go, because I'm too lazy to go do it all at once. That feels too tedious. And doing it like this, it's, you know, smaller chunks of work. Oh, we went green.
I have just the thing for you.
I need to go ahead and buy some milk just in case I need to be a healer for some reason. Let's see if this innkeeper has any.
Looking for something special?
It's nowhere near enough for a dungeon, but that'll work for now. Moxie. Let's see. Catfish, yeah. Let's go with the fishing trainer. But yeah, for the fish recipes, those are almost always on the fishing supplies. And then the butchers or cooking vendors will have recipes for the land animals. I went on the wrong one again. go ahead and look at this one. Since it's on the way.
I've been
Ah, see, he's got it. That's cool. That's a good one. Ugh. Spending money.
Walk with the Earth Mother.
See that one? You get mana per 5 out of that. That's nice. And we're not up to that fish yet, but that's all good.
What brings you here?
Crab cakes. Let me think. I don't think we're going to be anywhere anytime soon to get the crab meat. My pork ribs. Yeah, I don't think we're going to be anywhere anytime soon for that either, so we're going to leave those for now.
Eternal sun shine upon me.
And then I don't really need to check this person, but I'm going to anyway for some reason.
Greetings, traveler.
Yeah, see, they also have it.
How? We shall
Okay.
meet again. What brings you here?
Okay, so he can't go any higher.
May the eternal
I'll have to look that up again. I don't remember where that fishing trainer is. It might be in Booty Bay or something. I don't remember. The secondary crafting skills, cooking, first aid, and fishing, once you hit 125, I think it's all three of them. I could be wrong. It could just be first aid requires books. These two I don't think are books, but they're the trainers are not in the cities, they're out in the world somewhere. That actually goes for a lot of the professions. Like once you get up to a certain skill level, trainers aren't always in the cities, they might be out in the world. Like over here in, I can't zoom out, here we go. There's a horde camp here, I think. Here, somewhere like that. And there's an enchanting trainer up in the hills above the camp. And he's not in the city. You have to go to him for training. Okay. And I think I already got my level 18 training. So I need to do what? Herbalism. Still need to level up my staff skill.
I don't have target.
I'm tempted to go ahead and make an alt. Sounds kind of crazy, but I'm trying not to get too far ahead of my friend. I don't want him to feel like he's, getting abandoned and have to play by himself, even though there's plenty of other players out in the world right now. So it's not a huge deal. Let's skip on that for now. I know it sounds weird, I just don't really feel like getting into a conversation. Hearthstone. Let's see. Actually, at my current herbalism... Oops. My current herbalism... I don't know if Silverleaf... Earthroot might give me skill ups. I don't know if the other two will, though. I really need to be in the Barrens. I want that shield. I think you get that from Camp T. Pretty sure I know everything they can teach me. Yeah.
careful.
You wish to speak?
Nothing to sell. Oh, I need to cook that. Almost forgot.
May the eternal sun shine upon
Boom. Like Thunder Totem. I do need to go farm some wool. I don't recall if I can get that off of the harpies in the Northern Barrens. Maybe the goblins. I forgot leatherworking can make 6-slot bags. Kodo hide bag. And heavy leather? Huh. Oh, it's tailoring, silk and heavy leather. Got it. Seriously, my cooking is high enough now to get to purchase the next rank. But the trainer here I don't think can do it. Now, I'm actually going to keep that. Because that's a higher tier food than that, but that has a buff. So I'll keep that for in between. So let's put that, yeah, let's just mash all that together, it doesn't matter. Cooking is up here.
How may I aid you?
Woodlawn and Shadowprey Village can sell you the expert cookbook. See, this is a cookbook, okay. Shadowprey Village. There's a couple more options. Clams, we will probably come across pretty soon. See, I can't go any higher. I have to go to Shadowprey Village. Shadowprey Village. Is that the one in Desolus? I'm gonna look that one up real quick. Shadowprey Village. Classic. Vanilla well, close enough. I think it is the one in Desolus. Yep. Well, show me the map. Yep, that's right. Man, that's a long way out. Desolus is like a level 40 zone? I have to make a trip out there. I can wait a few levels though, that's not a big deal. I at least want to wait till I have Ghost Wolf. That's a lot of running. Okay, that in mind. We're good, we're good. I don't want to do Weathing Caverns again tonight, that took way too long. Save that for the weekend. I would like the, if I get a group that has, the tank already has the shell shield, I would like the shell shield. If I could get the mace, it looks like a snake and has that poison proc. I don't really care about the proc. But I would like that mace, or maybe the dagger, the tail spike off of the lizard. That would be good. Even that cloak would be nice. I still have this 1-on-1, which, you know, better than nothing. The lizard drops a cloak with 6 agility. Which, being a leather wearer, that's really our primary damage stat. It doesn't really give much to our attack power. In fact, it doesn't, our melee attack power. But it does give us better crit. And of course, dodge. And strength. I don't even know where I'm getting bonus strength from. Yeah, just that, really. Our strength is already decent, you know, that's going up already. Just naturally, I guess, for being a shaman. Excuse me. I need to set up a mute button so I can not blow out eardrums when I cough. Oh yeah, let me just add on again. Sammy, where'd it go? I saw it. Totem timers. I don't remember how to... Sammy totem timer. STT... Oops. Lock. Oh, it was already... That's the unlocked. Oh. Actually, put that right down there. And STT scale, let's go 80. Crap. STT scale 0.8. That's better. 80 would be enormous. What else can I do? I can reset keybinds. I think I'm okay with that. So STT lock. And then let's see what it does. Alright. So, I don't know if I can just get rid of that. See, this scales that too. I really don't need that. I just want that. But that's fine. We'll leave it alone. So that shows me the timer on my current totem. Excellent. Excellent. That's really all I need out of it. So let me see if I can shrink it some more then. Scale, let's go 0.6. See what that looks like. Excuse me. That's fine, I can still read the timers. STT lock. Perfect. And then let's reload again. Lock that in. When you make changes to your interface, you want to reload after that, because if you lose connection, you crash, whatever, all those changes you made will get reset. That like saves your interface settings. I don't think Luna will show up until I reload. I have to restart the entire game. Yeah, so we're not going to mess with that at all right now. The Flight Master is up here. So let's go do a little running around the Barrens.
Greetings.
In fact, let's just use that and save a few. Like 50 copper. We're going to be running around the Barrens. Now, let's go ahead and fly. Ooh, a silver. It went up. Oh, that's 50 copper. Silver.
Farewell.
Make a silver off of like 2 medium hide. Or medium leather. I was using that. Plus a shield. Someone gave me. Agility, that's nice, and it has some strength, but 20 DPS versus 9 DPS. It's kind of a no-brainer for now. If I ever need to tank for some reason, then I can throw the shield back on. Ooh, look at that. That's from a quest chain in the Silver Pine, if I remember right. Let me ask. Oh, I meant to pick up that quest. I was in Thunder Bluff to take the stuff to the Sepulchre. Normally I wouldn't bother because I don't intend to quest in Silver Pine. But eventually we're going to run that way because we want to quest in Hillsbrad. And also our Water Totem quest takes us to Silver Pine, so we may as well have those with us while we're out there anyway. You know, just drop them off. You know, easy XP. Does take up a little bit of bag space, which we're always limited on. I should try to do counterattack. See if anyone is up for that. I had just over 3 gold last night before I went to train. In between the cooking I just did and my class training. Down to 1.8. And one of the guild members said when she hit 20 on her shaman, it cost like 2 gold to train, but I think they're training everything. But even still, I want to be prepared for that. Hopefully in the next level, half level, I can recoup another gold or 2. I don't know how, but we'll see if we can do it. Also, there's a quest in Ashenvale I really want to do. I think I might need to be 24 first, but you can get some a piece of blue gear. It requires an engineering item. That's the hard part. The rest of it's traveling.
Right you are.
This is in the Southern Barrens. Yeah, I don't really care about that because of my drop. I still want the XP and the silver.
Spirits be
This takes up a bag slot. Yeah, it's unfortunate. Alright, let's go see if we can't get this. Probably that. I don't really want to pull aggro or anything. Still rank 1. I didn't buy rank 2 because it was only like an extra 4 or 5 damage or something. It was terrible. Peace Bloom. I'm gonna go get it anyway, even if it's not a skill up. It's still green. But I'm gonna get that anyway. In fact, I'm gonna kill this thing too. Well, after we loot this. So I can still get skill up off for striders too. Barely. But it is stat food. Oh, I need the root samples. I forgot about that. I hate how loud the flame tongue is. And we're just gonna kill these all the way over until we get to the counterattack area. Forgot they run. I literally just saw one run and I forgot they run. Where'd the thing go down there? Weird. Alright, well they're not dropping anything, so I'm just gonna go. Anyone doing counterattack? Make sure I spent my point. Okay. It's one of the things I like about Classic. The old talent system. Every time you level up you get a point. It's not much, but it makes you feel like you're progressing even when you're not really doing, you know, and barely anything's happening. Gnome Lock heading east from Camp Taco. Join you, Canyonero. Anyone else for counterattack?
What do you want?
Speak with Rekthar. I thought it was him.
What do you need? Double.
I'm gonna get that guy killed. There was someone running through here. I didn't think about that. Yeah, I don't see anybody. I think he's fine. We don't actually really need to kill anything. They can handle it. It's really just the elite that spawns. Now, this is going to affect my DPS, but I'm actually going to go ahead and put this back on so I'm tankier. I'll drop this back here.
It's too far away.
And we'll do a little bit of fighting just to get some XP where we can. Well, I mean, wool cloth, that's worth it.
Need to get closer.
It's a rogue. Alright, let's put the totem up here. That one's too far back.
Out of range.
Now, obviously, I have no taunt, but between the I use Earth Shocks and the Rock Biter, it's a crap load of threat. Like, it's ridiculous threat. I really want this to show me my threat, not my damage. But, is what it is.
Time for killing. Time to die.
Now see, when I get my spec built finally, I'll have this one. When I get a spell crit, it'll bump my melee crit by 9% for 10 seconds. That'll be awesome. It's a weird build. It's, you know, not... People don't normally use it because it's really not that good. But it has, you know, it's kind of cool. It's just different. I think they killed my totem. I don't want to use too much of my mana. I want to let it regen.
Time to die.
Whoops. See if I can heal that guy. Dude, quit dying. When he spawns, I'll pull him back to the hut. I'll heal while you DPS him. It's just junk. I don't have any potions either, so this could get hairy. I should have saved that mana. I could be screwed here.
Victory or death.
My mana is low.
I can't cure diseases yet.
Strength.
I don't know if Shaman ever learned how to do that.
Go with honor.
Boom. A lot of XP.
Blood and thunder. Go forth to victory.
A lot of XP, and we got 25 silver plus some reps. So yeah, that's awesome. It was nice. They went well. I don't need to wear it. I'm just curious what it looks like. That's cool. Druid outfit. Okay, any other hard ones like that? I need to do this. I only have one. That's not right. I had like 2 the other day. Yeah, or yesterday. Oh crap, I put them in the bank. I put them in the bank. Because they look like Earthroot. I'm stupid. Alright, well, we can go to Ratchet and get them back. That's all good. Dalen. The name stuck out to me because there's a book I've been reading. The main character's name is Dalen. It's spelled differently than that. If you're into fantasy stories, I would definitely check it out. It's called Shadow of the Conqueror. It's going to be a series, but the first book is Shadow of the Conqueror. And it's pretty cool. It's an interesting world that the author came up with. If you're familiar with the YouTube channel Shadiversity, then you know about the book already. Shad wrote this book. It's his first one. Took him a long time to get to it, but he finally got it. Cool. I like it. There's people questing. I'll leave that alone. I will take the skin though. Being a leather class that has some spell casting aptitude, abilities, I would like to get the full set from the Wailing Caverns, of the Fang set.
Go forth to victory.
Probably not going to happen. That could take a lot of different runs. An herb popped up. Can't believe I put those in a bank. That's so dumb. Pay attention to what you're doing, guys. Save you some trouble later. Did I just say 6? Yeah, I need to go to Ratchet. Pull him out the bank. Romer.
How you doing, man?
Yep, I want that.
Be seeing ya.
Crispy lizard tail. See, that's the next tier food as well, but that one comes with the buff. And we're going to be killing those for a quest anyway. Let's see, I out-leveled... No, I didn't. I actually need to hit 80 to out-level the linen bandages. Okay. Sell that, because I'm maxed out. We're going to save that. Actually... Let's see if he wants this. Helps to have this open first. And where is he? Mulgore. How much does it cost to fly a ratchet? I'm being kind of stingy. You know what? I'm just gonna run because I pick up herbs on the way. What does this do? Stamina reduced by 3. For a low level, that kind of sucks. Classic WoW, some of them aren't so bad, but Classic WoW has some pretty bad poisons and diseases. $328.5. Okay, I'm actually gonna start killing this. Well, let's see what they do. Yeah, that's a green. Ah, never making my mind. So when I do get the camera hooked up, I'll probably put it to cover the chat, like a lot of people do. If you can think of a better idea, let me know. I generally, you know, sometimes it's nice to be able to see chat, but I like, you know, I cover the names. I don't know if it really matters though. I could always put it up here in the top left corner and let you guys see the chat.
What's up? Have a good
And just
one.
like that, I'm almost done. I'm gonna get on Discord.
Hey, Bob.
Hey, Rafe.
How's it going?
Pretty good. I'm just trying to catch up some of my skills that I out-leveled. You know, I wanted to work on fishing and cooking, and next thing you know, I'm 3 levels higher.
Huh.
Get carried away on something else on accident.
A guy in the guild made me a wand,
Oh, good, cool.
It made,
It's a huge difference, isn't it?
oh my god, it made my life so. Now I'm just putting all my talent points in the wand specialization. I'm just gonna throw 5 of those in there right out the
Right.
just
Yeah.
to make questing
Well, they
easier.
do a lot of damage as it is, and then that's like an extra 15% or something, 10%. I don't remember. It's
Yeah,
a lot.
now I can actually just kill multiple mobs, like not at
It's
one
like
time, but just kill one and then go to the next one and kill it and then the next one. And
if you have a wand that's on your level, it's almost like having a two-handed weapon that it goes at a one-handed speed. It's crazy. They're so good, such good damage. I'm
So
heading
you're
back to the
working on your
crossroads right
cooking
now.
now?
Yeah. I'm doing a alchemy quest. Or not alchemy, herbalism quest. So I'm running around the barrens. I'm heading back towards crossroads at the moment, but I'm just running around looking for herbs.
that is what I'm doing at the moment. The alchemy quest from the crossroads that sends you to Thunderbluff.
Right.
After you get those fungals.
Yeah, you get a weapon from that, I think. You get a staff.
I can't use staff.
Oh, you don't? Priests don't come with that by default?
They come with a mace.
I mean, if you press K and go down to your skills, is it on there? You may have to train it.
Greetings.
I'm not telling you to train it, I'm just saying I don't know if you start with that skill or not.
No, I have wands, maces, and defense.
For the Horde.
Yeah, okay.
And I know language, Orcish, and Troll.
Yeah.
So I guess I can't talk to Torrens?
All the Horde races can speak Orcish. And that's the default. Whenever you talk in chat and text chat, it's Orcish by default. There's a button on there to change it. But if you do that, only people that speak that, like if you change it to Troll, only trolls are going to be able to understand you.
Oh, that's pretty cool. That makes the role.
It's a rarely used feature, but it is there, yeah.
And it's so like Alliance can't tell what you're saying because it's in Orc.
Right. They get words on their screen, but it's like just nonsense words. Now it's just the same every time, depending on what what people are saying. So, some people have gone through the effort to decipher some of the gibberish. Yeah, I watched a video the other day, and they were talking about the Forsaken, the undead. Early, like before the game came out, I think they said it was they used to be able to speak Common, which is the human language. So the Alliance and undead could talk to each other. And they pretty quickly figured out that wasn't a good idea, so they changed the undead to they call it gutter speak. So it's not, Common anymore, it's its own language.
Do you know where the pools of vision is in Thunderbluff?
Yeah.
I don't see it on.
Alright, so where it's in do you see Spirit Rise?
Yeah.
On the map? The bridge, there's 2 bridges that go to Spirit Rise. The left bridge, there's a little ramp there, and there's a cave underneath there.
Oh, okay. Well, that would have been difficult to find.
It's very easy to overlook.
I have 24 minutes left. I would have.
Yeah, there's plenty of time.
Found it in that time. Oh, I see that little hole.
And there's a quest down there for the Wailing Caverns. And another one that takes you over to Silver Pine.
Which part of Thunderbluff has the quest for RFC?
Oh yeah, hang on. I'm clicking all the wrong stuff.
Okay.
It's on Elder Rise.
Elder Rise. Okay.
Yeah, there's no, is it Elder Rise? I might be wrong. Well, it's on one of the other ones. It's either Elder Rise or Hunter Rise. It's on one of those two. I forgot already. My memory is terrible. Also, just as a fair warning, if you will, not that it matters. I'm technically streaming the gameplay right now, so your audio from Discord is being captured.
Oh, cool.
There's no one watching, so.
Are you?
But just
trying
as a
to get
fair
into
warning.
streaming?
Maybe. I'm not taking it terribly seriously right now. Like, I'm not trying to. I don't have a theme or plan to my stream. It's just me playing the game. You know, I'm not speed leveling. You know, I'm not trying to hit it hardcore or anything. I'm just, you know, taking it easy.
See if anybody out there wants to.
And I might, if I can figure out editing and stuff like that, I might use clips and turn it into videos and stuff. We'll see what happens. I'm just trying to try to start it as more of a hobby than anything right now, and then if I like it, I'll keep doing it. If not, then I'll quit doing it.
Cool.
I know there's a, I keep forgetting to go look for it. There's a program out there where I can separate Discord from the desktop audio. You know, a little better privacy that way for the Discord users. I just haven't gone and downloaded it yet.
Is curing disease a thing that I'm gonna have to use very? I probably better put it closer.
Oh, you have cure disease?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. I have cure poison, and I'm currently diseased, and I can't do anything about it. There's only 2 minutes left on the debuff, but still, it was like a 20-minute debuff.
Okay, I didn't know if I needed to have it like hot, you know.
It's not like, I don't think any of the dungeons or raids really have a lot of diseases. And the disease, I don't know. I would put it on a bar somewhere, but I don't know if you really need to have a hotkey. You'll find out over time whether or not it's something that comes up a lot. You know? I have removed poison on one of my hotkeys for like Wailing Caverns, because there's some of the mobs in there that will poison people. And those are usually damage over time, and that can be a problem.
Oh, okay. But disease doesn't come up all that often?
I don't think it does.
Not enough that I couldn't just
But
click
like,
on it with my...
yeah, right. And some of the diseases are worse than others, but there are some that they suck. You really don't want them. But I would have it somewhere where you don't have to open your spell book, but I don't know if it needs to be hotkeyed, you know?
It's like I have resurrection just like off to the side, and I can just click on it.
Right. Baron's chat has converted from Chuck Norris jokes to Keanu Reeves jokes.
Well, Keanu Reeves is basically the new Chuck Norris.
Yeah, like this guy said, I'm done with this. Keanu leaves. It's dumb. It doesn't matter if it's dumb if it's funny.
I don't have to use smite hardly at all now. I just use this little...
Right, now that you got a wand.
I
Probably just throw your dot on there and start wanding him.
I don't have a dot.
You should. Shadow Word Pain.
Yeah, I never learned it because it's in the shadow tree. I didn't know if I needed it.
Yeah, I would get that. It'll help you level. You just throw that on there to damage over time. You can throw that on 1 or 2 mobs and then just hit them with your wand till they die. That'll speed things up a little bit.
I better go do that. Yeah, I never got it just because I thought it was part of holy, so I'm like, oh, if I'm gonna be holy, I can't be using none of that shadow junk. But I guess for questing, being able to throw that dot out there.
Yeah.
I do throw my Hex of Weakness on him.
Or later you might decide to PvP or something and you'll want it for that. Or if you're in a group where the tank is just super tough and is barely taking any damage, you can contribute to DPS.
But I wouldn't put any talent points in it.
Right. You know, like in retail and current WoW, your spec determines what abilities you have.
Yeah.
So if you're
Disco.
shadow, if you're a shadow priest, you basically just have shadow spells. But you know, in the old game, it's just the priest has all these abilities, and then your specialization will improve some of them or might add new ones. But you know, a priest is a priest, and then you add on to it. When Keanu is craving some good literature, Keanu reads.
I think Mind Blast might be important to have. Or no. Caster lets out a scream causing 2 enemies within 8 yards.
That's your
to flee.
crowd control. Not something you want to use in a dungeon, really, but if you're out questing and you get extra pulls on accident or something and you're gonna die, you do that to make the enemies run away from you so you can get out of there. Or heal or whatever. Keanu Reeves gets hungry, Keanu feeds. So stupid. I don't remember if they teach staves there in Thunder Bluff or not, but you're going to want them eventually anyway.
Thought I was supposed to have like a mace, and then an offhand, and then a wand.
Those are options. You could do a main hand, offhand, and your wand is just your range slot, so that's always going to be there. The staff is another thing you can do. It's just, while you're leveling, a lot of the better stat sticks are staves. Plus it's easier to replace one item than 2 items. Like, you got the staff from that quest, which is 4 stamina. And decent DPS in case you need a melee, which, now that you have a wand, probably not. And then Wailing Caverns quest will give you a good staff. It's really, once you have a wand, your melee weapons are just stats.
Ooh, I just put pants up that are probably not worth as much as I put. I put them up there. Seer's pants, level 15, 29 armor, 5 stamina, and 5 spirit. And I put it up for 1 gold and 25.
Yeah, that might be a bit much this level. At this point of the server.
Because I have the ceremonial buckle shield, and it's.
Do you have the thing that tells you vendor price on stuff? There's an add-on that'll tell you the vendor price on items if you mouse over them. Anyway, sell it for more than you can get from a vendor, but people don't have a lot of money right now. God. Keanu just living. Keanu breathes. Keanu was a baby. Keanu tease. I said, what am I reading? The future. Johnny Silverhand, yep.
I'll leave it up there. Maybe someone will.
Yeah, you never know. There was like a Twitter post or something, I guess. And Cyberpunk dev is talking about how in Cyberpunk 2077 you're not going to choose male or female. Instead, you can choose what body type you want and what kind of voice you want. Which means you still have the same options. You can still choose to make a masculine character or a feminine character. You know, it's just a little more flexible. People are all some people are freaking out about it. Like, what? It took away options? Stupid.
Oh my gosh. I can craft 61 copper bar.
Hey, how you doing?
That's the primary way to level up your mining skill.
Be good.
Oh, smelt.
In case you were wondering about that, yeah. Yeah, because you get 1 point here or there from actually mining. But then you can smelt it and get, 20, 30 points or whatever however many you have. So you level up your mining a lot faster that way. Certainly not from finding mining or ore.
I'm doing it because you recommended it to upgrade engineering, which makes a lot of sense. It's probably going to save me a ton of silver just to do this myself.
Well, the chest was an upgrade until I got that drop in Wailing Caverns.
Well, I'll be right back since there's like 45 more of those to...
Yo,
Okay. I think I might go grab something to eat real quick.
Yep, that's what I was going to do.
keep it real.
Be right back, guys. Oh yeah, on the AFK screen that I'm about to put up, you can see the some of the artwork from I'm a Dreamwalker in one of the links. Definitely check it out. Be right back. Okay. I'm back. I'll just graze as I go. I'm gonna set a Thunder Bluff and give him that thing.
Talk to me.
Ooh, silver. Alright.
Ooh, that's much easier to store instead of tins. Just regular copper ore.
Oh, it stacks higher?
You can do 20 bars in a.
Well, let's see if he has anything I want.
I got the best deals anywhere.
Yeah, that's not that good. Not for the price.
Ah, potential customer.
This was like an alt or something, had coin to throw around, maybe.
Be good.
What is it? Huh. Gotta be able to reset this. Erase data. Clear after entering a new instance. Reset on entering a new instance. Yep. See, Wandering is playing too.
Who was Wandering?
Wandering. He's from, he's been around since Dark Hand, I think. He played some of the other MMOs with us. I'm pretty sure he's been in the guild much longer than I have. I think he was when I used to play Darkfall,
Well,
like PvP MMO. Mortal Online, I don't remember, one of those two, maybe both.
I should get my tailoring up quite a bit. I went and shopped around and should look up what some of my tailoring stuff is
What it's what?
going for. Like maybe people want red and blue shirts.
I need to go farm up some wool. Get some new bags. Oh, that's what I was gonna say. This silver dragon.
Yeah, it's like not selling for like crap. Oh well.
Probably better off vendoring, huh?
Well, it's going for like 75. You probably like come out with that after you listed it.
Yeah. Well, this is an add-on, and as you level up, when you hit certain benchmarks, it'll change your portrait border. So when I hit level 10, it turned into the silver dragon. I don't know if it's going to change at 20 or 30 or what, but I know it goes up to the gold dragon and then the one with the wings and all that kind of stuff. Pretty cool. I don't think it's going to work with the Luna frames. That's too bad. I'd rather have the Luna frames than this. I'm just going to hang around in the crossroads for now.
I should get ready to head that way.
Alright. Oh, look at all these people. They're all trying not to get DC'd and sit in a queue. Is there even a queue right now? Now fool me. I think Tuesday I had like a 7-minute queue, but after that I haven't seen one. Even when I logged in earlier at well, my time, it's like 4:30.
Out of here, I'm like, I need to make sure to grab that flag point here. That would have been dumb.
Yeah, definitely need to get the flight path. Couldn't think of that word.
Relax. Talkie talkie.
I like Thunder Bluff.
Yeah, me too.
Okay, fly in there now.
The Crossroads Inn is full of well, looks like people trying not to be disconnected. I'll just stand around. One guy's running into a wall. Was there a queue when you got on?
No, let me write it.
Yeah, I don't think there's a queue anymore since they increased the capacity.
Although I got on about 3 o'clock Mountain Time, which would have been
That's 4 here, yeah.
5.
Well, I logged in about 4:25 or something. There was no queue. My time.
I was listening to some podcast where there was one lady that her guild's about 350 and she's supposed to be the guild leader. She had a queue for 9 hours.
It must have been a super full server. So there was a post about that. Apparently the way they labeled their servers before was strange. Like, you know, they said low, medium, high, full. Those labels previously were based, it was like a ratio, it was based on the highest population server. That make sense? Like, the server was medium, but only compared to the highest population server. So they changed it to the old way where it was based on a set number. It was based on the population of the server itself. You know, based on the cap of the server. Which is really how it should have been. Because it was, you know, previously medium meant that it was only a medium population compared to the most full server, rather than medium compared to the capacity of the server. So it's kind of misleading to people. So between that and increasing the server capacities, things have changed in the server select. I still think it's weird that they ask you for the server every time instead of just going straight into it. I'm right by the Flight Master in Crossroads.
Flame Master.
The Flight Master.
Flight Master.
I don't even remember what we're meeting for now.
You have that.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
I think we're gonna have to invite each other. We're not in the same.
Oh, the layering. Yep. I keep forgetting about that. That's supposed to go away before long. Yep, there you are. You just faded in. If there's anything else, I don't think there is. That's it. You are welcome. Hopefully this is an upgrade.
Something with actual stat.
Look at that.
The last thing I had stamina, just like 3 stamina, but it's much more important for me to have.
Covered your bony legs too.
Well, yeah, it's much more important for me to have intelligence and stamina.
I mean, you don't want to go without no stamina at all. You don't want to be too squishy. But yeah, for healing purposes, spirit and int is nice.
Oh, is it spirit and intelligence, or just?
Well, int will increase your mana pool and your spell crit. And spirit increases your mana regen whenever you're not casting. You know the 5-second rule? Are you familiar with that?
Uh-oh.
So whenever you're casting spells, you don't regenerate mana at all. But after you're done casting spells, if you go without casting for 5 seconds, your mana will start to regenerate again. So whenever you're healing and stuff like that, you know you can top someone off and then don't cast for a while if you can, and your mana will start to come back.
Oh wow, you're 19.
So that kind of, you know, gives you better longevity during encounters. Yeah, like I said, I was, you know, trying to level some stuff up, and then next thing I know, I was doing quests again, and ended up leveling up, and then I did Wailing Caverns and leveled up, and yeah, I got carried away. I was thinking of going and starting an alt. Since my
Well,
secondaries are pretty well caught up now.
Now that I have this wand, things are going much like the questing was going really slow because I'd have to basically use all my mana, stop, heal. Not very. I like this robe. Looks cool.
And then with Shadow Word Pain, you could just slap that on them and then hit them with the wand, and they'll die a little faster than just the one that's by itself. And that'll give you time, since it's instant, that'll give you time for your mana regen to kick in. So between enemies, it should be able to maintain your mana pretty well.
The winds guide you.
I'm so glad that it's just a general
Peace, friend.
just a general repair for the wand. I don't need like anything.
Like equipment to repair it?
Mm-hmm. Or like soul shard, any of that stuff.
That's definitely more of a survival game thing. Oh, I meant to watch that. Trekken posted a link to the Alpha 18 for 7 days.
Oh, cool.
I got disconnected from Battle.net. I don't know why it does that. Fortitude, Build, and Base Tour. Alpha 18. I'll watch that later.
I end up spamming the wand so much though, he keeps saying ability not ready yet. Not ready yet. A little carried away.
What do you mean?
The dungeon is green for me now.
Like with the wand, you should just be able to press it once and it'll keep going.
Oh, really?
Now, if you're in the middle of, if like it shares a global cooldown with spell casting, so if you're trying to cast something, it won't let you press the wand yet. But yeah, once
So
you
I
press
just
once you
hold
press the wand, no, just press it once, and it should keep
Oh
shooting.
my god. That is so dumb. I've been sitting there trying to click it like, why is this acting all crazy? And
Yeah. So now you can start a fight in AFK.
I can't believe that. That's just...
It's basically like a melee auto attack, except you have range on it.
I don't even need to have it. Well, I'm gonna still have a hotkey. But that's very dumb. Like I have it as a shift one. I was over here questing. I got the Kolar key one after another. It was pretty.
Hmm.
That's weird. My power word fortitude is not working. Like I keep hitting it and it's not applying it.
Do you already have a buff?
Maybe I have too many buffs on me. I have 3.
Well, if there's a buff of the same type that's more powerful, then it won't let you put a new one on there. Does that make sense? Like if you have a stamina scroll or someone else's fortitude buff on you, then that's higher level than yours. Then yours won't do anything.
Oh, there it goes. Huh, that was weird. I don't know why it wasn't working.
Okay.
Well, now that I know that, that's probably why my wand cast have been so weird, because I've been trying to hit the button every time.
Oh, so you're basically turning it off and on over and over again.
This goes much faster now.
I apologize for the groaning. This chair is not quite as comfortable as it used to be. I swear there used to be an elite at the bottom of that pool over there. Now my mouse is off center again somehow. Weird. It's even worse. Huh. Let's see if we can get some deviant.
Oh, darn, I got no braces. These hyenas are all over the place in the...
Yeah, there's a lot of them. Messed up part is they don't do anything. They're not part of any quests. They don't have skills. Like if a hunter wants to tame one, they don't have any skills.
They're just there to be in...
They're just there.
That's... So even though I was having a... You know, now that I know that stuff that you just told me, I feel like that makes this game even that much... Just because I had no idea any of that was going...
Makes what? Makes the game what?
That much more enjoyable.
Oh, yeah, I imagine. See if we can find another pool. As far as I know, this is how you get the recipe for the
Are you using
savory
leather right
deviant
now?
delight. Leather armor? Uh-huh. I mean, I really use whatever has better stats. As far as what I can actually wear, it's leather and cloth.
use that?
Hang on a second. Fishing again. I'm waiting on the bobber. It's not bad. It's a minor upgrade, yeah.
Cool. I'll be by.
Whenever. I'm fishing at the Oasis at the moment, so I'm not at Crossroads right now.
Are you at the Oh, you're at the Oasis, not the Forgotten.
I'm at the one by the Wailing Caverns. But I'll head that way pretty soon.
I gotta go to the one at Wailing Cavern. I gotta go to Stagnant Oasis, test the dry sea.
That's the other one.
That's at the
Oh,
Forgotten
there's
Pools?
3.
Oh.
The one you're talking about is in the, you look on the map, there's a pool northwest of the Crossroads, that's the Forgotten Pools. There's one southeast, that's the Stagnant Oasis. And then the one in southwest is Lush Water Oasis. So Stagnant is the one to the southeast. Blaze herbs I'm passing. I need to be looting those. Probably have to fight here. I have a bobble on my fishing rod right now, so I'm trying to use it. I'm looking for the deviate pools. You get the fancy fish out of it. Should probably just do the fishing first, really. That's real good. I can barely see. Really? Oh, I forgot about those. Nice. Yeah, nice. Not much, but it'll help get in the bag.
Schematic sell first good. Sold a schematic over the night for it was like a gold and 40 silver.
Damn. What was it?
It's a cooking recipe. I guess it's something I could have used, but I'd rather take the money.
Gold? Yeah. One of the things to keep a lookout for is traveling merchants. Some of them sell engineering schematics, and they're timed. Like once you buy it, it won't be in his inventory for hours.
Oh, cool.
So buy those and either use it or sell it. Alright, I don't see any more pools. Oh well, we'll just do some regular fishing then.
Hey, there you are.
Oh, what are you doing here?
I was just right by.
Hang on a sec. Alright.
Cool.
Not much, but thank you. Yay. Ooh, there's a chest at the bottom of the water. Didn't notice that earlier. Other working recipe. When you get high enough level to think about it, there's also some quests for the Wailing Caverns up above the entrance.
Definitely going to invest in another wand when it starts getting to where I need another one. This one I have level 13, so I think it will last a while. But now that I see how important it is for leveling, it's definitely going to be worth my time to... I'll probably ask the guy in the guild that's leveled enchanting to get it there and ask him what do I need to...
Yeah.
All he wanted me to do was give him some linen and then give him... Like I got like a green robe while I was out so he could disenchant it, and he just needs the mats basically.
Alright, my fishing buff ran out, so I guess I'll go do something else now. You still over here?
I am on my way to the other pool.
Alright.
I like the troll with a robe on better than wearing the pants. I think they're legs.
Same for undead. Hides their bones. Like if they wear pants, then the knees are torn over their, so you can see their bones. Weird. The elbows and knees are torn on all their armor. Still haven't found this recipe I'm looking for. Alright, well, save those for later. Just a level on that one. That one, technically. Here. Throw that in the bank too. The mace.
That dot really helps. Word of pain.
Should. So glad tomorrow's Friday. I'm ready for the weekend.
Someone was complaining in the Baron's chat in the different layer about all these people doing the looking for group thing. They're like, why isn't there the looking for group add-on? And they're like, this isn't retail. They're like, but people like that. Like, people don't. That's why they're playing this game.
Right.
Stay away from the voodoo.
There's an LFG channel. It's good enough. Which, forgot to mention that. If you mouse over the general tab at the top of your chat box, you can right click it, go down to settings. And then there's a global channels thing where you can turn on looking for group. It's a server-wide chat channel.
So I right click general chat.
Any of those tabs. But yeah, you right click one of those tabs on the top of your chat.
Oh, I can join that
Go
channel.
down to settings, global channel. Yeah, and you can join or leave channels or whatever. But looking for group is global, so wherever you are, you can try to find a group.
That's pretty cool.
I mean, that's good enough. We don't need an add-on or app to do that. We got a global chat channel. That's more than, that's plenty. Alright, what was I doing? Still that for now.
There's an update for World of Warcraft right now.
Raw.
37 megabyte patch.
May your blades never dull.
You log out?
Yeah, I just want to see how quickly I can get back in.
I just realized
Because
my
I
Blizzard
got-
app was set to offline.
Yeah, it just lets me right back in.
Momoru is playing as well. No, he's doing Hearthstone and World of Warcraft. Weird.
So I've got Zen, Accelerant, Wanderin, Singeance, whoever Super Guy is, Dominion,
Super
Dominion
guy.
and Bio all playing World of Warcraft.
Is that in Discord?
That's in my battle.
Oh,
Do you know where you redeem code? Blizzard?
do what?
Like a game redemption? Or like a time code, I guess is
Yeah, there's you have to go into your account on the website.
account management.
The launcher has a little button to go there.
I won 2 months of free playtime.
Really? How'd you do that?
There was a guy. What am I trying to say? There was a streamer, and he was trying to get his channel started, and he did like a little promotion like that. If you followed his channel, he'd enter you in a chance to win 2-month game card, and I won.
Oh, that's cool. I wonder how we got that
Just
stuff.
Yeah, he
I wonder if he
sent
bought
me
it.
a picture. Yeah, he bought it, and then he scraped the back
Hmm.
off and is letting me enter the code. He told me if it doesn't work, let him.
Yeah, I'm a little leery about trying to do that kind of stuff.
Or that. It was on Instagram.
Because, like, if people come to your channel because you might be giving stuff away, then you have to be doing that all the time or people might go away. Make sense?
Oh yeah, I mean,
Like, I know I don't have any viewers at all, but if I get any, it's not because I'm trying to give them stuff. I keep forgetting what I was doing.
I
I'm like running in
only
circles doing
found
nothing.
them because one of the streamers I follow on Twitter had liked his channel,
Mhm.
and it showed up on my Twitter feed, and I saw him talking about it, so I followed it. And
Yeah, I need to... I don't really mess with social media type stuff, but I guess I probably should. For some things.
What are you looking for?
Yeah, I don't need repair.
it seems like the ones I see that
see.
enjoy it the most just do things that they enjoy. Like if they enjoy it, then they participate.
Yeah.
Like there's one that say it's called Countdown to Classic Pod, and those guys they're pretty
I think I know what
fun
you're
to
talking about.
listen to. But now he's turned it into like a big. But he's had like every
They have guests
time
and
he
stuff.
releases one, it's like 36,000 downloads. I'm trying to see when my next billing date is. So I paid for 3 months, but I just added months onto that, and it's saying the next bill date they're going to bill me is November 9th. But I thought that card said it was redeemed.
Maybe you take some time to update or something. Well, I'm gonna risk a queue. I don't think there is one. I really don't. I'm gonna reload the
There
game real
isn't?
quick to get some add-ons activated.
I just
Yeah, even though it says it's full, there's no queue. That's nice.
I don't think they're gonna. They're probably gonna have to keep the layering in the game. I know they said they wanted to go away eventually, but I don't. I think I would be curious to see if.
Well, they said that. I don't remember the exact words, but they've basically said that Phase 2 won't happen, or they're not gonna. They won't have layering once Phase 2 starts. So I don't know if what they're gonna have to do to make that happen, but they're being pretty adamant about that. Okay, there's Luna right there. What was the other one?
Well, I only mean because it's not. I don't think the server pop, especially on our server, I don't think it's gonna. I mean, it'll go down a little bit, but if anything, I think they're probably gonna get even more people than they have. Like, I think the population's gonna grow as people play it and enjoy it more and start telling their friends. And
We'll
I know
see.
there's people that are skeptical.
Just like any other MMO, though, launch time is always has the most people. Most games never go any higher than their launch. You know, WoW was one of the weird ones. But ever since WoW, you know, the launch time for MMOs get a massive influx and then it tapers off. Vanilla probably be the classic, probably be similar. It might take longer, but I think it's gonna end up having a similar issue. But it could mean that Phase 2 will just be delayed until enough people have left. Which that would kind of suck. Oh, Plater, that was the other one.
Alright, well, I gotta run. I'll be back in about.
Do what?
Glad the queue's gone, though. I said I gotta run. I'll be back in about an hour, but glad
Oh,
the
okay,
queue's
cool.
gone. I was gonna try to log in before I left, so hopefully by the time I came back, I was
Right.
in the queue.
Right.
Like, that's an issue. All right.
Yeah, that's
see you.
cool. Alright, see ya. Alright. Now I do have Warrior Alt on Scarum. PvP server. I don't know if I really want to play a warrior on a PvP server. That sounds hard. But if I play one over there, I probably don't want to level this one here. Can use them to set up add-ons if nothing else.
The Tauren roamed the endless plains of the Barrens, hunting the mighty Kodo. Scattered across the
I
land,
said that in Discord on
the
accident.
wandering tribes were united only by their common hatred for their sworn enemy, the marauding Centaur. Seeking aid against the Centaur, the great chieftain Cairn Bloodhoof befriended the savage orcs who had recently journeyed to Kalimdor. With the orcs' help, Cairn and his tribe were able to drive back the Centaur and claim the grasslands of Mulgore for their own. Upon the windswept mesa of Thunder Bluff, Cairn built a refuge for his people. Over time, the scattered tribes united under a single banner. Though the noble Tauren are peaceful in nature, the rites of the Great Hunt are venerated as the heart of their spiritual culture. As a tribesman of Mulgore, you must test your skills in the wild and prove yourself in the Great Hunt.
Holy crap. Holy crap. Alright, at least that was easy. I don't know why that's on there. I don't need that for a freaking warrior. What was the name? MTT? WTT. What was it? Sammy, jeez. STT. And advantages. Okay, that's good. Dominoes. We want to load. Oh. Interface, add-ons, dominoes, profiles. They're all the same. Turn the game. And then we just want to use those. What the hell? I'm gonna have to make a new profile. Something's wrong with that. Dominoes, profiles, warrior. It's frustrating. Big yeah, boss. Backside hurts. That down there. Scale it down. 80's fine. Good. Turns black, that means anchored to that one, so I can just move them both with that now if I want to. I don't need 3 for a warrior. I do end up with a lot of abilities. Start with this. First of all, take that down to about 8. About 85. Want that. That's good. Okay, and then we're going to do the same thing with these. Anchor them. What all do I need there? Vehicle, pet. Something behind it. Class. Oh wait. Columns, yeah, but you're not gonna let me change that right now, huh? That's gonna go sideways as I learn stances. I'd rather it go up or down. I'm sure it'll let me change it later. So let's put that right there. Let's do one more bar on the side over here. Size 8. Scale. Whoops. 5. Chat, that's good. And then we're going to do some even smaller ones. Let's do 5. 80. That's going to go down here. It's good. I don't know what's going to go on these yet. I'll worry about that when we get to it. I can always just disable them or not use them. Okay, I don't have a pet. We're just going to slap that over there. I don't have a casting bar, but let's just put that right there in the middle. In fact, let's height. That's good. Width. Show border. we'll keep the border on this time. Gone? Yes. Texture. I don't really care about this. Oh, that's weird. Font. Yeah. Oh, whoops. Latency padding. I gotta turn it off to see my latency. No, I can see it up there. 52 milliseconds. So we're gonna assume that's about average. Good enough. What's that? Vehicle. This is for when we're on flight paths and stuff. Roll, I like that over here. That can go pretty much anywhere, really. No one cares. No one cares about that. Got time for that. This guy, I'm going to change the height. Segmented is good. Width. It's good. Display, show text. Show percentage. Texture. I don't know what it's on right now. Let's just go with something flat. Font is fine. And in this, we're going to throw all the way up and left like we did on the shaman. And that's just good and out of the way. That might expand onto it. We'll see. Okay, my bars look good. Zoom out a bit so I can see. Interface, dominoes, bind keys, character specific. And that is Control tilde, which I know is super weird. And in my shouts, we're going to put probably, where do I want my shouts? It's going to be relatively out of the way. Let's go over here. Let's do battle shout, demoralizing shout, furious howl. And eventually we'll get to having a mount. We'll put that down here on 0. Okay, key bindings, movement, action. That's not it. Targeting. Start attack is set. Good. Good. All right. Okay, so whatever that is duplicating. So, configure bars, 7. 7's gone. We want that to just go away completely. It's now at 0 opacity. Now what we're going to do, move this around, see if it appears anywhere else. Alrighty, back to dominoes, configure, make sure it's a setup for paging. Don't, why? Oh, okay, okay. In that case, 8 and 9 both need to go away. So this one we're going to make 6 and move all the way down. Okay, and then 8 and 9. What should we put up here? And then what happens is Put all these back to normal. Okay. And then when we need to set up other stances, we could just switch this and into it, or we can put them up here. But these are all set to invisible. I'm still going to move them up here though, just in case. Put them up here. Interface, Luna. I don't know why all that is on right now. That looks ridiculous. Lock. That's why. Too bad I can't move that. Show unit frame tooltips in combat. We'll see. For now, I want to move this. Jesus. Can you like, yeah. What? That's not gonna work. Player enabled. Add the ticker when it's not needed. Show mana energy regenerate tick. Yes, I like that. 5-second rule. Yes. That alone for now. Actually, we can disable that because we have dominoes taking care of it. Empty bar. Portrait. I'm alright with the portrait. That's kind of cool. Weapon buffs. I wonder where that goes. Buffs. Whoa. Whoa, that's weird. We're gonna try that actually. Oh, no, we don't want the bus. D-bus is what we want. We're gonna have those on top. And the odds of having that many D-buses, yeah. They're different sizes, that's weird. Borders. Highlight the frame's border when the unit is targeted. Okay, that's kind of cool. Highlight it on mouse over. I don't know why I would want that. Highlight the frame's border when the unit has aggro. That's a good one. Highlight. Oh no, I don't like that. Combat fader. Yeah, I like those. Inactive is 0.2. Let's leave it at 0.2. Leave that alone. Okay. Alright, health bar. Limit 100. What's a percentage? Left, center, right. Font size, I don't really care. I want to change the scale. XP, I don't need that. Ah, there we go. Width is 240, that's too much. $200 is good. Go 30. Well, that didn't do anything. Yes. Anchor to none. Okay, so I need to change the anchor on the other ones. Alright, target. Anchor. None. Actually, I do want that anchored to the player. That'll keep it lined up. It's the target of target that we don't want anchored. And target of target of target that we don't want anchored. And party. Crap. What? Anchored to... None. Pet. Anchor to player. Nope. Always put that somewhere else. Pet target anchored to pet. That's good. Okay. New. Default. No, stupid. Copy from... okay. Alright, anyway, now that that is unanchored, that is my topmost bar. So center those. Looks good. Target. $30. 200. I need the buffs. Cast bar is fine. Auras, buffs, top. Debuffs, right. Okay. Okay. I don't like how it's higher than the thing. That's dumb. I think it's my fault though. Yeah, okay, so... That looks good. Raid, I don't know yet. Pet, I don't have a pet, but we're just gonna throw that right there. Party, we're gonna put right there. And raid we'll put up here. Alright, awesome. That looks pretty good. Target of target. Put right here. And then the target of target of target. I don't really care about that. Disable that one. And a target of target, let's make this smaller. 30. 100. And then lock. Dominoes, configure. Looks a little off center, I think. It's hard to tell. That back down there. It's not bad. Okay. Interface, dominoes, bind keys. This now has to change. That's 3, 2, 1, 0. That's really dim. Okay, do we want to mess with the map right now? Oh wait, I had another later profiles. So no options, huh? Alright, that's fine. Add-ons. Just this character. Let's do Alright, well that goes away now. Let's turn that on. Okay, everything looks fine. Add-ons. Well, that sucks. What was it called? Leatrix and maps. Why is that silver? Oh. Enhancements for your maps. Let's do Leatrix. LM. Alright, well that one worked. Atlas loot. Dominoes. PT. Sack. I don't see a thing for Leatrix. Yeah, it's too bad. Well, it's doing what I wanted it to do, so that's good enough.
How may I aid you?
Lane Striders.
Ancestors watch over you.
Look how quiet it is. This place cleared out quickly. What? I must be on a really low populated layer.
Greetings. Wind be
Search for his mother. I'm dead. Nice. Alright, so Mulgore. Well, let's start with the Mesa.
not enough.
Ooh, it's a different. Yeah, we do this part. And then they're gonna send us down here. It's pretty straightforward. Here, here, here. Really? You're getting super lucky on the armor drops. I mean, 20% reduction matters. Some kind of social interaction. Oh, I thought I one-shot for a second. I'm just so big.
I don't have a target.
Kind of weird. I didn't have to fight anybody for these mobs. I do need to find a different map mod because this is anchored to it. It's a little too close. And I can't click on it to open the quest log. Which honestly, I don't remember if it was like that in vanilla or not.
Peace, friend. What brings you here? May the eternal sun shine upon you.
That is a weird cast bar. I'm okay with it. Damn. That. Look at that, we're getting decked out already. So used to the shaman just kind of auto attacking. I forget that the warrior can actually, you know, do stuff occasionally. I don't have to worry about mana. It's one of the best parts of the class. Now, I mentioned before in another stream, I believe, this guy is going to be leveled up as Fury, but we are going to stick with a two-handed weapon, most likely. Just because it's easier to replace one weapon than just to replace two. And we don't have to worry about the hit penalty for dual wielding. I still need to maintain a one-hander and a shield and keep my skills, you know, relatively up to date so that I can tank dungeons when I need to. Which is probably most of the time based on previous experience in Classic. Tank is normally what the group is waiting on. And that's perfectly fine, I can tank. Now, being Fury, that allows us more flexibility when it comes to weapons. In that, as an arm spec, first of all, as an arm spec, you pretty much always want a two-handed weapon. I at least have the choice to go dual wield if I really want to. Secondly, once you get to level 40 and you get Bloodthirst, Bloodthirst doesn't care what your weapon is. It's not tied to your weapon damage at all, just your attack power. That means I can use fast weapons, you know, fast two-handed weapons, which an arms warrior would not want to do.
Traveler?
A shaman wouldn't really want a fast two-handed weapon, generally speaking. And not that I have to worry about paladins, but paladins also don't really want fast two-handed weapons. So it gives me the choice to use weapons other people wouldn't want to use, which should, you know, make gearing a little easier. Even better is if I were able to get the, there's an epic purple sword called Destiny. It's like a level 45 or 50 purple sword. Very fast, so most people don't want to use it. But it also has a proc to give you 200 strength. That's awesome. And that sounds like it would be amazing for a Fury Warrior. And I was supposed to get trained and I just kind of... Okay. I was busy talking and didn't remember what I was doing.
Well met.
Battle shout.
Farewell.
Also means if I need to rage jump with Heroic Strike, which I don't generally recommend, but I could do it very quickly with the fast two-hander. Key levels for a warrior early on. Level 4, you get charge. Big difference, obviously. You don't have to run all the way up to an enemy to start the fight. And then level 12, you get overpower, which is another big deal because a lot of your damage is lost over to dodges. And those are usually the situations where things get kind of sticky for a warrior when the enemy is defending your attacks. It makes it very difficult not only to, you know, do damage, obviously, but to generate rage. Overpower, of course, takes rage, doesn't generate any, but it prevents you it reduces the amount of DPS that you lose by the enemy dodging. And it helps a lot. Now, overpowered is another case for a very slow weapon. That's just a sacrifice we're going to make. Overpower has a cooldown, I believe, so I think it does. It's something you want to, you know, take advantage of, make the most of. Man, look at that. Almost completely decked out in mail gear already. Need me a belt and replace these wrists? Craziness. 25% mitigation. This is crazy having no one to contend with. It's great for quests like this, but some of these quests I'm gonna need help. I feel like I'm pretty good at playing warrior, but some things are just hard to solo. I can't heal myself. Later on at higher levels, I'll be able to, you know, use Intimidating Shout to fear the mob away, and then I can heal during that. But that's much, much later. One of the nice things about a fast weapon is that your rage generation is a little quicker, a little smoother feeling. It's not as spiky. And if you miss one attack, it doesn't feel like the end of the world. It doesn't feel like you're waiting eons for the next attack. And again, before I get Heroic Strike, before I get Bloodthirst, a fast weapon will allow me to Rage Dump Heroic Strike faster. Which with a quicker weapon, that's more DPS. Costs a lot more Rage that way, but it is more DPS. That'll be perfectly fine for soloing and stuff. Oh, it's other people. Man. Undead starts with Sword and Shield. It's kind of nice in some ways, but it's such significantly less DPS. It's pretty hard to level like that.
What brings you?
I'm sure I'll be changing it as soon as he can.
Go.
Those are all one-handers. That's kind of crappy. I can use axes. Yep. Oh, I forgot to put I forgot to put Battle Shout on my bar. Now that I'm done with that. Now, I'm gonna try this actually. Player. We want buffs on the left. Yeah, that's good. And I think, excuse me, I think I want to change the fade on that. Background alpha, auto hide. Or like ticker, that's not what it is. Cast. Or. I think I looked past it already. Combat fader. Go 50. I like that I can type it in, reload, get that set in place. Better, set it in place. Kill some stuff on the way. Well, that ain't right. Total gold on Pagel. I don't care about that. That's better. I don't, yeah. Hope that's not something I have to mess with every time. May as well turn it off if that's the case. Cowboys.
How may I aid you? Walk with the Earth Mother.
Merchant.
How may I aid you?
Oh, I sold my food earlier. We're just gonna run without it.
Goodbye.
Health regen at this level is pretty good. Really close to leveling up. I'll be level 4. Alright, I'm just gonna grind on a couple of these things. Hit level 4 real quick and train that. So I would like to have charge before I go out on that long one. There's a lot we're gonna have to do out there. Okay, I just got a shield. It's a crappy shield. But one of our rewards is a two-hander, or a one-hander. And it's more DPS, so that's what we're going to be using. I may as well have a shield. Shaman. Oh, trucks. I'm not used to looking down here. Perfect. Weird, it doesn't tell me what he's playing. Okay, let's get some warrior training. Maybe that's why all these guys are wearing shields.
Greetings.
Charge. And rend. Nice.
Farewell.
Rend is pretty weak, but it is an instant attack. It costs only 10 reach. Could be worse. Yep, go away. We're keeping the shield. Alright, off we go to kill some boars. Knock out all that, and then we'll be done here and we can head down to Bloodhoof. That's kind of cool. It shows you this stuff. But it's fogged out, so you know you haven't been there yet. I like it. I thought it was supposed to fade while I was moving. Maybe if I could figure out to get into the options. Call Leatrix. Leatrix map. Classic. Allows you to reveal the entire world. So dungeon location icons on the map show coordinates, zone, and dungeon levels. Huh. LTM to open it. What? Alrighty. Wait, where's it going? Okay. I really want that. I mean, it's still fogged out, so I'm cool with that. Fade map when moving. Rescale. How do I... Oh. Ah. Pretty good. Now we're talking. Let's reload to save some of the settings that we made. Okay. $25 silver. Or copper. I'm rolling it. Cake. Gonna be a double pull. Probably handle it at this level. Just be careful with that. That's weird. For real? They just want me to be geared. Look at that. Wearing all mail armor already. That's awesome. Damn. Yeah, let's do one more.
Closer.
Go ahead inside. There's more inside, so this really isn't that big a deal. Oh, and hamstring. I can't remember what level we get hamstring, but that's a big deal too. Alright, I'm actually going to change this real quick. Add-ons, Luna, target. We want the buffs. Buffs. Right? Debuffs on top. These mobs don't generally have much in the way of buffs. I know in PvP that's going to get weird, but it's alright. We will adapt. All these enemies.
I can't attack that.
Now, as I said before, when I have quests like these, where killing a named mob is part of the objectives, I generally prefer to go straight to them. So that's what I'm going to do. Obviously I have to kill stuff on the way there, but otherwise I'm going to go straight to them. Oop, we're going to double pull. Jump down. Oh, maybe this will be fine. Ooh, harpies. Sorry about that. Got a body pull on this one. Do I come with any ranged? Nope. Another shield. Same kind. Now, look at all that crap. And that's where we gotta go. And since I'm by myself, basically, I don't have anyone else I can rely on. Or to distract enemies for me. I feel like I'm getting super lucky on my hits. Come on. Another one? Here, Beavis. Careful, that was almost a double. What was that? Oh yeah, let me get this down here. We're gonna need it. Another shield? Even worse than the other ones. Get rid of that, I'm running out of space. Okay, well, I got lucky there. Get rid of this patrol real quick. This might chain pull. No, okay. I gotta fight them both at the same time. I think we'll be okay. I was trying to cancel that to save the rage. I'm gonna kill the lower level one first. First of all, he's a spellcaster, and he has less hit points for being lower level. Perfect. Okay, still have room. We don't need that. And we gotta go this way. Because there's a quest in the cave up there. See all these dodges? If you're playing a melee character, you really have to pay attention to your positioning. You can't just charge in there and then fight them on the spot. I mean, a lot of the times you can. You gotta pay attention. Make sure it's safe to do that first. Squealer, we want him. Two ad, or one ad. Alright, we're gonna do the same thing as we did on the tree back there.
Inventory is full.
Go away. Squealer's built. Don't care about that. Oh. This is what I wanted. I didn't need his belt. Well, it is worth more than the other one. Oh, look at that.
I can't carry anymore.
That's dumb. All good. Okay. I didn't need to hold on to the shield after all. It's your space being taken. There's something very satisfying about playing a warrior. Just get all up in their face and let them have it.
I'm out of range.
You know, there's no fancy tricks like using a totem to distract the enemies while you heal yourself. Yeah, you win or you lose, and that's pretty much it. He's doing fine. Old Timers Guild.
Inventory is full.
Yeah, I don't care about any of that. Okay, well, he probably cleared a path that direction. And I need one more belt, so I'm gonna go ahead and do this. One. I got the belt. Let's get out of here. In fact, we can hearth out. Because everything's back in town.
Peace, friend.
Talk about convenient.
Go in.
No inventory's full again? No? Okay.
Ah, I've been expecting you. Winds be at your back.
Very cool. Belts in here.
How?
2.1, 1.8. we're gonna take that one.
Be careful.
And more DPS, we're using it. 55. Sell stuff.
Well met.
We don't need any of that.
Goodbye.
Now, you know, I'm 68% to level 6. I could stay, grind that out, but there's not really a need to. What I'm going to do is I'll grind on the way there. And by the time I get there, I might have hit level 6. I do really like the Tauren's one-handed animations. They don't do a bunch of jumping around like the other races do. It's hard to pick which race to use because I like the Tauren's one-handed and dual-wield animations. I like their appearance. Orcs have a good two-handed animation because they don't jump around. Just swing it real hard, but I don't like their dual wield animation. And that's something I'm going to end up doing eventually with the warrior. Is dual wielding. I know that all seems pretty picky, but looks matter. When I get the blood hoof, we're gonna quit the stream there. It's almost 9 o'clock my time. I gotta start wrapping things up. Get ready for tomorrow. This weekend is on. Bank character. I made an undead bank character, but I'm probably just gonna delete that one and re-roll Tauren, so I can get to Thunder Bluff faster. That's where I want to be with my bank character. It's the only activatable racial, right? Yeah. It's also difficult not to pick Orc because of the stun resistance. Blood Fury, eh. You know, it's your base attack power, so it doesn't really do that much. We have to body pull this one. Alright, we got away with it. I mentioned this before, but a couple of weeks, Borderlands 3 comes out, and we're going to be playing that as well. I need to get the Discord splitter situated by then. Yeah, we're going to play some of that. My FPS skills are pretty bad, but that should be a fun game. Most likely I'm going to go with the Flak, the robot. I kind of like the idea of having a pet to do the work for me. Pet that's always out. It's not like Gage. I was terrible with Gage. But Flak has a pet that just stays out all the time. And that sounds really, handy. Got some really cool build opportunities. Yeah, I guess that's right. All the characters in Borderlands 3 have some pretty crazy looking build options. Actually taking quite a lot for me to ding. More than I expected. I'm getting wolf meat though, that's nice. Cooking is important, in my opinion, for a warrior. Make sure you always have food and buff food. Between that and first aid, you're pretty well good to go. Now, in vanilla, I played a Forsaken warrior. I hadn't realized it then how useful Cannibalize was. It reduced my downtime as a warrior dramatically. Between having food to eat, having first aid to heal myself with, and Cannibalize to use on humanoids, yeah, it was a big help. Those are tiny. How many debuffs do they expect me to have? Player. Buffs, debuffs. Those are the bigger ones, huh? Both 25, and then buffs. Now I know that one could get out of hand, but oh, yeah, I don't like that. I like everything to be uniform. I might ding on this one. Oh. One more. Yeah, we'll ding when we turn into quests, so that's good. -2 strength and agility. Jeez. Kind of harsh at this level.
Not enough rage.
Alright, should get us. I'm not gonna bother shouting. Okay, we want that. And that'll put us a little over 2 silver. Hopefully that's enough to get our training. With warriors, you want just about everything. A lot of situational skills, but
How may I aid
that's what keeps you alive.
Farewell.
Being able to adapt to the situation. Again, we don't have any heals to rely on. None of that stuff.
What brings you here? Walk with the Earth Potter. Well,
I'm not gonna read these.
go in peace. I
Water, yeah.
didn't expect you.
Mostly just like a refresher to remind me what the quest is. Weird trainer. Oh, I passed him. He's over here somewhere.
Hail, ancestors watch over you.
Yeah. Like that axe model. That's cool.
What brings you here?
Thunderclap. Let's get rid of that. Parry, more important. Thunderclap's not bad.
Be careful.
Requires battle stance. Okay. Well, overpower is going to go down here. Let's put it here for now. Eventually we're going to move this up here. That's good, obviously, for the debuff, but when you're fighting more than one enemy, it's an instant attack. It does 10 damage. It's actually more effective than some of these other ones. You know, 11 damage, but that's on your next attack, so it takes up some of your rage generation ability. It's 10 rage, instant, 15, so single target. If it's going to be a 10-second fight, that's still better. I forgot about the plains vision.
Hail. May the eternal sun shine.
Okay, whoops. Turning myself in circles. Yeah, if you have to pick between parry and thunderclap, I would definitely take parry.
What brings you
Because you only start with block and dodge, and if you don't have a shield, you can't block. Since we do have a shield, parry means we now have 3 defenses. I mean, they all suck. Yeah, 4.7, 4.7, 3.6, and 3.7. So they all suck, but we do have the options at least.
for you? Walk with the earth, mother. Be careful.
Alright. And that is where we are calling it. So we will see you next time. Probably tomorrow evening, definitely this weekend.